Okay, we should be recording. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay. All right, the first thing I want to do is bring my... Yeah, no, you're not a duck, okay? All right, the first thing I want to do is bring the cornice in. So I'm going to have to open up my 3D drawing. Open 3D solids. Okay. And I'm going to have to get that cornice. Here we go. I should be able to just select it, right-click, go to clipboard, and say copy with a base point, and that should be my base point. Okay, then I should be able to go back over to Patio and right-click and go to clipboard. Gosh, I could paste it just about anywhere, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to do a plain old paste. I'm not going to paste it as a block. So that means that we will not have to explode it. That is step 4 on page 109. Cross it out. We will not explode it because we're not going to make it into a block. I'm just going to paste it. It's little, yes, it's very little, and that's because we scaled it down 1/12. So the first thing I better do is scale it back up by 12, right? Let me go to the 3D modeling mode. There we go. And here is my scale command. Since we're going to be working in 3D, I thought I'd get scale from here. Here's scale. Just pick the item and enter. And pick any point on the item as a base point, and then type 12. That'll scale it back up to the size it's supposed to be. So now we're going to move the UCS, and we want to center this cornice on top of the column. And we're going to move the UCS just like we did. We had moved it right down here to the corner to bring the column over. I'm going to move it again, which means I'll type UCS and enter, and O for origin and enter. Okay, and then zoom right in here. Okay, so UCS, enter, O for origin, enter. Get near this circle right here. Yes, that just does not look like the right center point. I'm sure it's this one right there. Okay. It's hard to get the right center point because we've got so many circles going on in this column. Okay, so the UCS is fine. Then I make sure dynamic UCS and dynamic input are turned off. Okay. And then I'm ready to move this thing. And I'm looking at those values on the top of page 108. That 9.5 and then minus 9.5 in the Y direction. So I can say move. I can select this guy right here and enter. I do want to pick this corner. It's important that I pick that corner as my base point. And then I can type 9.5 comma minus 9.5. Minus 9.5. Okay, should be in the center. Looks like it is. I could maybe rotate a little bit to find out. Yep, it is. But then I have to go back to that southeast view. Okay. Apparently, it's not to the next page when they're going to have me move the UCS back. So, you know, it's fine, I guess, right here. They do want me to put this column, this cornice, put this cornice on the cornice layer. All these different white layers, okay. All right. So it's been moved and everything. Very important. I'm not doing step 4 on page 109. If I explode it, it will become a surface, and then I can't do the copying and the unioning. Okay. The only reason they have explode there is they think that you made it into a W block, which we didn't do. Okay. So I'm jumping down to the blue step 6, and it says with ortho on. Okay, where's ortho? With ortho on. Okay. Select copy, and that's right up here. And then go ahead and pick your cornice and enter. I can pick anything as a base point. Pull this direction. Oh gosh, no, not yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now they want me to copy the column and the cornice so that it looks like figure 17. I jumped to figure 18 already. Sorry about that. So it looks like figure 17 at the bottom. So yes, it's a copy, and it's the column, the cornice, I'm sorry, and the column, which I should have unioned to the base and I didn't. Okay, let me do that. Escape. Remember union right over here? Okay, I'm going to union the column to the base so that I don't have to jump down there and pick the base every time. Okay, but I'm not going to union the cornice to it. I've got to be able to copy the cornice without copying the column. Okay, so now back to that copy command. Copy, cornice. Now when I pick the column, it'll pick the base along with it. Enter. Get yourself a base point and copy it 2 feet. Enter. In the X direction, and keep pulling in the X direction. The next time type 12 feet 9. Enter. And still in this same copy action or whatever, you know, I can kind of move back to the corner and start pulling in the Y direction, and that one is 6 feet 2. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. Okay, so we've got one corner set up. We'll finish this corner off completely, and then we'll do some 3D mirror operations. So now I'm on figure 18. Now I'm going to copy this 12 inches in each direction. Just the cornice. Copy. Just the cornice. Any kind of base point. Pull this way and type 12. Pull back that way and type 12. Okay. And then enter. It wants to keep copying. Union, again, is right here. Selecting this one, the one in the middle, and this one, and entering, and then they all union together to one smooth, long cornice. And if you think that was a lot of copying, turn the page and see how much copying we're going to do on this one on the corner. It's going to be the corner one. I'll copy it twice in the X direction and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 times in the Y direction. Okay. Copy, selecting the item, enter, grab it somewhere. I'm going to pull this way. I'm pulling in the extra. Whoops, I don't want any O snaps to come up. There, I don't see any O snaps now. 12. That's not right. Undo that operation. Copy. I think I'll just make my base point be right here. Then I can, pull in the X direction, type 12, enter, and then 24, and enter. Okay, now get it back to the corner and start pulling in the Y direction. And this is where I have 12, enter, 24, enter, 36, enter. It's growing, isn't it? 48, enter, 60, enter, and 72, enter. Okay, whoops, and then enter to end the command, and union all of these together. Probably won't get them all the first time. Trying. I got a lot of them. Enter. Okay, I can see which ones I didn't get now. See the white lines that are left there? I just go to Union again, and I'll select this, and I'll select that white line. Hope I got it. There. And this white line. Okay, and enter. Okay, they're all unioned together now. And now I can, blue step 7 on page 110, put the UCS back to world, which is typing UCS and entering twice. UCS, enter twice. Okay, so now it's back down in the corner where it belongs. The 3D mirrors. Be a lot easier than doing this at all 4 corners, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's see. This is your 3D mirror command, the one with the 2 little blocks on it. Okay? 3D mirror. Let's see. I'll get that cornice and those columns and this cornice and that column and enter. When we just do the regular 2D, 3D, we always do 2 points on a mirror line. When you do 3D mirror, you do 3 points on a mirror plane. Okay, 3 points are going to make a plane. So I'll shift and right click. I'll do the midpoint of the back. Okay, now let me zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. Shift and right click. I'll do the midpoint of the front, and then I'll drag straight down and do shift and right click and do the midpoint that's 4 inches below it and press enter, and there they are. Okay, so now all of this is going to mirror to the other end, right? 3D mirror again. That, and a cornice and a column. Enter. Okay, so this time I will shift and right click and get the midpoint of the side. Oh, there it is. Oops. There. Okay. I'm glad it gives me that little trail there, because then I know if I'm going to the right place. Shift and right click, get the midpoint of the other side, and then drag down and shift and right click and get the midpoint that's 4 inches below it, and enter, and voila, lots and lots of columns. Okay, I'm probably going to deviate from the textbook a little bit on page 111, how we're going to approach the roof. I should be on my roof layer. Roof, okay. Because they talk about moving the UCS around and doing all this different stuff. You know what? I'm just going to come over here to my top view. I'm going to draw my UCS just nice and flat on the ground. It works out much easier and better that way. I'll make it into a region. When they say stuff about polylines or whatever, I'll just make it into a region and extrude it, and then I can stand it up, because that 3D rotate works pretty easy now, and I don't think they had that when this book was printed. So I'm just coming over to this side, and I don't even have to use rectangle because I know I'm going to region it. I'll use my line command, and 7 feet that way and 38 feet 2 inches that way and another 7 feet down, and close that in. And let's see, I could start a circle, a radius circle at the midpoint, and it has a radius of 4 feet 6. Great. And I could copy that circle 12 feet in each direction. Where's that copy? Here we go, 12, select the circle, select the center point, pull in this direction. Oh, I don't want that O snap to show up, so I'll just pull my, as long as I have ortho on, I could just kind of pull my cursor down 12 feet. And over here, 12 feet. And you can draw this however you can get this shape. It's not that difficult of a shape. If I wanted to, I could have offset this line over 7 feet and then 12 and 12, and I would have center points to start all my circles. I'm going to trim here. Okay. And then I'm just going to start the one at the bottom of the page. It's 7 feet by 23 feet 2 inches. Okay. And it only has one circle. That'll be easy, right? Shift and right click, put it on the midpoint here, and make it 4 feet 6 for the radius, and then trim. All right, so let's just make both of these into regions, and then we'll go over to the other side and extrude them, or press pull. Draw panel, region, and select them, both of them with a big window, and enter. And if it says 2 regions created like it does down here, then I'm in luck. I'm going over to this side, and I'm going to use press pull on these. Where is that press pull? Is this it right here? Press pull. Just click in the middle, pull up, and type, I believe it's 8. Yes, it is. Yep. And click on this one and pull up and type 8. Okay. Now, when I stand these up, I find that it leaves a region laying down here flat, so I usually just erase that. I'm going to stand them up now. 3D rotate. This one. Park it on that bottom corner. Red ribbon, 90, enter. See what it left back here, laying down? I'm just going to erase that. The other one will do the same thing. 3D rotate, pick it, park on this bottom corner, red ribbon, 90, enter. And I'll erase that too. And then this one has to swing around. Okay. So 3D rotate here, park on the corner again. This time it's blue ribbon and 90. All right. So we're ready to copy these over, and in no time we'll probably have the roof done. Okay. The very, very, very important thing so that your roof fits properly, so it's the right size when we go to put it on top of these cornices, is, let me move this, is that they overlap. Okay. I'm going to zoom right in there. Okay. See how that corner has overlapped? So this little square here is shared space between the two of them. All of the corners need to overlap like that, so it'll be the right size. So when I copy this one, actually, okay, when I copy this one to the back, copy this one right here in the front, I'll actually grab this corner. Okay, and let me zoom in. And I'll put that corner right there so that that overlaps. Good. Enter. And then when I copy the long one, copy this one, I will grab this corner so that when I come over here and click, ooh, where am I trying to click? Did I get that wrong corner? Nope, they overlap. That's just what I want. I want them to overlap like that. Okay. We're not going to union it just yet. We're going to turn to page 112, and still on the roof layer. They're telling me return the UCS to world. I didn't know I had ever moved it. Oh, we didn't move the UCS because we just drew these flat on the top one. Okay. So use the rectangle command, and they want me to draw a rectangle from the outside corner of this to the other outside corner. Okay. I really don't see anything, but there is a rectangle there. And they want me to get a hold of that rectangle, and they want me to extrude it 8 inches in the negative Z direction and then move it down 18 inches. Well, I have a hard time just, getting a hold of the rectangle. But as long as I change this back to a wire frame, then usually I can get a hold of it. So I'll say extrude, yeah, and yes, now you can get the rectangle just by clicking on that corner and enter. And I'm going to pull downward because I want to make sure it extrudes down, and type 8. Okay, so it has extruded down 8 inches now. The next thing I want to do is to pick this rectangle, which is now 8 inches thick, and move it down 18 inches. And you see on step 5 they tell you how to do that. After I pick my base point, I'm typing at 0, 0, minus 18. Okay, so move, select this rectangle, enter. Anything can be a base point. As long as I type at 0, in the x direction, 0, in the y direction, minus 18 in the z direction. All right, let's shade it in, and then we're ready actually to union everything also. So let's go back up here to conceptual. Okay, now it's time to union everything. Where was that union? Right here. Okay, so pick as much as you can with a green window, but I don't want to get anything over here on the patio, so enter. It's all one thing. Okay, now where do they want the UCS? See figure 27 at the bottom of 112? Oh, actually figure 26 shows the UCS. Figure 27 shows me moving the roof there, doesn't it? Okay. So now the UCS goes on this corner here. All right, here we go. UCS, enter, O for origin. Okay. And there it is on the corner. Let's see, dynamic input is turned off, dynamic UCS is turned off, so I should be able to move my roof. I don't even need an at symbol for it. It says that I can select move and select the roof, and I can select this point as my base point, and according to step 9 I can type 8, 8, 0. 8, 8, 0. Let's see what we got over there. That's it. Okay, so this is the patio. Now we're going to bring in some of those chairs. Well, we'll bring in one chair and we'll copy it all over the place. Okay. So I'm kind of deviating from the textbook now, but you will have the recording that you'll be able to watch and rewatch if you need to. Okay. I may as well, since it's done, I may as well just go back to one viewport. So that was viewports, wasn't it? Go back to single. All right. Here I am. Oh, I might as well put UCS back where it belongs. UCS, enter twice. Okay, where's my chair? Open. I just hope I have one. I do. There's a chair. Fabulous. Okay. Okay, so I want to move my chair over there. I'm going to pre-select the chair, right-click, go to clipboard, copy with a base point, and my base point will be that little corner right there. Okay. Back to the patio. When I paste this in, I am actually going to paste it at 0, 0, 0, just so I know exactly what height it's going to be. So I should be able to right-click, go to clipboard, paste, and 0, 0, 0, enter. Yep, puts it right over here on my origin, doesn't it? Okay. Now the reason I did that is because I know that this is 4 inches thick, and now if I just force it to move up 4 inches in the Z direction, it'll be at pretty much the right level, because we've had a lot of trouble bringing these chairs in, because we'll bring them in like from the top view or something and move them all around, and then we'll look at it from the front view and find out that some of our chairs are floating and some of them are below the pad here and stuff like that. So I brought it in at 0, 0, 0, going to move there. Okay, now you should be at least be able to hear me. No, mine here, right up here by the recording thing, there was something that came up that said the connection was lost. You can hear me, right? Can you see the demonstration? See nothing. Okay. I shall start a brand new recording then. Okay. Just bear with me for a second. Okay. Let's come out of here.